Hi friends, so let's start the process. First and foremost, it is very simple. We'll simply click on the Android Studio icon, so let it open. Since you're launching it for the first time, it might take some time to actually work around. This totally depends on the system speed. Yeah, let's just wait and let it load. Now once it's loaded, you need to make sure that you have this Create New Flutter Project option. Click on that. Now, when you select that, there's a new window. We will simply go ahead initially with Flutter Applications. Select Flutter Applications and then click on Next. Now, the project name is basically the name of the app what you want to make it. So let's make it My First Flutter Project. If you just see there, this is the if you just see, there's a red arrow down there. The reason for that is because we have used camel case, but what Flutter expects from you is you need to make it as all small letters name. So let's make it my underscore first app. Once done, click on next. This is the package name. This needs to be very much unique. This is basically, if you talk about, this is the fingerprint of your project, and each project needs to have a different package name. Generally what we do is we have your website URL or your domain in the other form. So like mine is Trident Technolabs, Trident Studio. So I'll simply change it com.tridentstudio.first app. Let's go to finish. Now, this is done with the basic setup of Flutter. This will start loading on the complete project, and now, till the time we are waiting that it will actually load all the different Flutter dependencies in the backend, and thus we need to actually wait and make sure everything is loaded properly. This might take some time since you're creating this Flutter project for the first time. So all the components and other details are loaded. Now, if you see, we have started on with the Android Studio, and it's loading the complete project. Okay, and now if you see, there's a lot of code already inside there. What Flutter has basically done is they provide you with a very simple demo app which is already there, and we just need to wait for it. Now if I click on this project section, you see that this is the complete path and the number details of all the files which are already there. You have an Android part for Android part, you have Android for iOS, you have iOS section. What we would be working on mainly would be the lib file. This is basically the combined file for Flutter which we are working on. Now this main.dat file is the main root of the project. This is where everything goes. You see all the codings, and if you actually go through all the commented text, you will get to know that what exactly this does. This basically is all about a counter app which Flutter has created, and let's actually just wait till the processing is done. We need to wait now. Once the project is loaded, what Flutter does is it will actually load the complete project. And right there, where we are actually seeing the blank icon there, you will see the option to run the Flutter app directly. You get an option for iOS simulator if you have it installed, or else you will also get an option for Android SDK. By indexing, if you see, this is pubspec.yaml file. This is also one of the very important file of Flutter where we load all the third-party APIs and other details. Now let's actually just wait now. So since now the project has been loaded, and you see there is no device selected. It's option of Chrome, then refresh, and if you have an Android SDK installed, it will also give you an option of SDK in there. Click on that. See, this is the SDK which I have installed already. So that's it. Let's go and select iOS simulator once. If you see that, okay, there's a simulator icon which has occurred, and just wait. This will also, since you are starting the simulator for the first time, it will take some time to actually load completely. Now let's wait for that. Okay, so now I guess simulator has loaded, so you can see that it's been running. To just check on that, let's actually just run our project for the first time to let you know what exactly is happening. Okay, so it's starting developer tools. As always, now since every time, whatever you do on the studio for the first time, it will take some time to actually load. Even this section, it will take some time to load. So if you just see at the bottom in the Run tab, just go to the Run tab, and you'll see all the whatever the functions or the working they are doing, it will come into this. Now if I'll just go take you through this one, basically what we are creating is a material app, and there's a theme data which actually decides on the theme, then the home page, which is basically the home page which would open when the app is open. Now if you see there's a counter file, the initialization of counter is to 0. You'll actually get to more details about it once we run the app. So you see there's an increment counter which is increasing every time by 1. Then you also have an app bar with the title, whatever title you want to value for all the tab bar. You can also make different changes like color and the details. Now the body is basically the complete structure of the app. It has been centered around, and there's a floating action button at the bottom, which is basically it increments the count. If you see that, okay, now since it's loading, so we simply need to wait for that to load completely. The increment counter is basically it's a button which is on the screen all the time, and it will actually just run. It will. Okay, so by the time the project is actually running, let's do one thing. Let's clear all this commented data, so that's easy for you to actually understand what exactly it's been taking so much space. So let's delete it one by one. Okay. This data is basically Flutter added it to actually help you understand that what exactly everything is, the definitions of about everything, and also what all things that happens and where the change is actually reflected in the app. If you see what type of widget it is, basically Flutter works on all different widgets. There's a different widgets for everything, and whatever you want, and whatever if you see there's an end at every end, the bracket, it actually marks it out that what this bracket is for. So this one is for floating action button. If you see all the other one where the material app has, it's written material app. These are not something which you can delete. It's all about. Now let's actually wait. Okay. So if you see now, so you can see that it was running Xcode build and everything, and afterwards now the project has been run. If you see, okay, so this is the complete project. If you see at the home page, the title was Flutter demo home page, so that's where it is coming there. Also, if you see in the body, the counter plus plus, and if you see you have it like you have pushed the button this many times, so you can see it there. It's on the body, and since it was center, so it's coming in center. And you have the floating action button, and this is the one which we are talking about, the floating action button. Now if I click on this, let me click it on once, it will actually, what it will do is it will complete all the process and done, and then this will run out. If you click again and again and again, and it will just keep on increasing the number of times it is actually placed. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll actually remove everything. So to help you understand in a better way, let's actually delete everything out. And we'll do is basically we'll just display a message on the screen. What we'll do is take a stateful widget and name it as my app, my home page. In fact, just make sure that this name is exactly same as what is written in the home section of the other class. And instead of in there, in return, let's actually type a scaffold. Scaffold is another type of widget which we'll use it. We'll create a detailed class later on scaffold. So the first thing is app bar which we need, and let it be app bar widget. We'll take app bar widget, and in this we'll make it the text. Title, we'll set the title to, what do you say, in a text, we'll just say it's a simple text widget, and inside that we'll add a text as my first app. After this app bar, we'll have a body section. If you remember, body is the main section of the app, which is all the details are being displayed. So let's say body, and we'll take a simple text widget because we'll simply display text as of now. And inside this text, we'll write it. This is what should be right there. This is my app. This is my app's body. Okay, now if you just see there's an issue in there. Now the reason is because we actually have a single apostrophe to start the text string. So if you have another one for app apostrophe s, it won't take. So let's remove that for now. Now, since this is all done, if you see there, that's the home page title, Flutter does home page. Now what's happening there is because we have actually given it another title at the bottom. So that's why this is causing an issue there. There was, so let's actually just delete this first. Now, see the error is gone, and let's actually try to run the project now. So when I click on run, just go there and see. Let's wait. Since it's actually, if you see that it's started quickly. Okay, so this text comes at the bottom. The first tab was our heading, and also it comes at the bottom. Now, just to center it around, let's actually enclose this in a center widget. What this will do is it will take the body to the center. The text will come on the center now. The same thing we can actually do on the text bar, which is closing on center. Now click on run, and if you just see, sorry, if you just see on run, it has restarted the application, and yeah, there you go. It comes at the center, and also the heading also comes at the center. That's all. So if you have any doubts, you can just write down the comments on there, and I'll try to sort it out. Let's just stop the project, and if you just see that once we stop the project, it will actually just go on. Thank you. Bye.